Hey, are we live?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Ryan. This is Danielle. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching this live with us. And we're just excited about what you guys are about to see. We've got some amazing contestants, and I don't want to take too long, but at the end of this, we're about to show you the episode. At the end of this, we have all the contestants from the episode here with us live. So we're going to be tuning in later and asking them questions after the episode ends. So stick around at the end to see some exclusive content from the contestants and how they felt about this first episode. So without further ado,
3 of the most talented home flippers go head to head.
I want to win. I'm not going on there just for fun. I want to have the best.
To use their skills to transform these old beat-up cabins into rustic chic glamping havens.
You ready?
Let's go. Oh my goodness.
A $20,000 renovation budget.
You're giving me $20,000 to decorate this? Oh my gosh.
So I know how to work with little and make it great.
And only 30 days to get it done.
I'm Danielle.
And I'm Ryan.
We live in Louisiana with our 5 boys.
My real estate company flips big things like condos, apartment complexes, and hotels. We just bought an RV resort and campground with 77 cabins that looks like they haven't seen any love since 1977.
It's definitely lost that love and feeling. And we really need this to be a place where families come to make lifelong memories.
This would be like a bad memory.
Oh look, comes with an old Hot Pocket.
So here's what we did. We handpicked interior designers and home flippers from all around the country.
I am thrilled. Oh boy, now the real work has begun.
To compete for the chance to win $40,000.
It would just feel like a life-changing moment.
These flippers are battle-tested and motivated to win.
But here's the catch. You get to choose who you think created the best transformation, from ugly old cabin
to glamping paradise.
This is Cabin Wars.
So get ready for a competitive transformation like no other.
Let the games begin.
I am so pumped for this season because here's the deal. Every single one of the cabins has a loft, which is gonna show a ton of creativity of the flippers that we chose.
So after auditioning some of the top home flippers from all around the country, I think we picked the 3 teams that are perfect for this challenge.
First up, we got Mikey and the twins.
You got Dan and his twin sister Kate, and Mike. They're from Montana. Dan lives locally here in Louisiana now.
They literally have decades of flipping experience. They are absolute flipping juggernauts. Mikey's the engineer, electrician. Kate has got an amazing design eye, and Dan has got so much flipping experience and building experience that there's actually a town in New Orleans named Danville after him because he's renovated and built so many houses there. As far as experience goes, these guys are time tested and they're gonna be extremely hard to beat.
But coming in stage right, we have Jennifer Schroeder. She's a homeschooling mom of 5. She's gonna be a tough one to beat. She lives in Louisiana, but she's a Philly girl at heart.
She is not to be underestimated. She's only flipped one house, really, but she flips furniture, she flips a lot of things basically for therapy. She actually, in the voting rounds and casting, she actually got more votes than anybody else.
She doesn't even believe in making mistakes because she thinks she can make anything out of anything.
The other contestants are gonna have to watch out for her. And last, we've got Nathan DeMello out of Madisonville with 5 kids as well.
It's gonna be really sweet to see him and his wife and his kids all work together on this project. I think he's bringing in dads, cousins, uncles, they're all gonna be working. It's gonna be a cool family dynamic.
He's got experience as a realtor, so he knows what sells, and he's also got experience as a contractor, and he's done a bunch of flips as well. So it's gonna be really hard for you guys to vote for the winner in this season. So we got Loft Season combined with Mikey and the Twins, Jennifer Schroeder and her redesigns, Nathan DeMello and the DeMello family.
You ready?
Cabin Wars, baby, let's go!
Man, Ryan, you're right. This is going to be a packed season of talent. Let's see who's ready to flip it to win it.
I love that first phrase where you said, Ryan, you're right.
So before they get started on any of the work on their cabins, yesterday we brought them to go see it.
First, we showed Jennifer Schroeder, and I kind of had a feeling that it wasn't going to be quite what she was expecting.
Okay. Very small kitchen. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. This is going to be a challenge. Okay.
I think she thought it was okay.
I thought it was going to be bigger, which I was excited for, but now that it's smaller, I think that's actually better because I can use less material to get the vibe we're going for. And it will be a vibe.
Next, we showed Mikey and the Twins their cabin.
Mikey was off working on his handicap, but they had him on the phone.
And I think they would have been up for any challenge we threw at them, but I did not expect them to be this excited when they saw their cabin.
There's your cabin.
Yes! Water!
Okay.
Yes!
Okay. We got a tree. It's a box. We got ourselves a box.
Yeah. I got ideas!
She's got ideas. There's a lot to work with here. Oh.
There's that beautiful wood under this stuff.
There's no beautiful wood on
Well,
this
did
thing.
you see? This is very promising. We can do this.
Wait until you see what we do. That's our bed, Mike. That's our queen.
I think we need a bigger budget.
The next cabin, I had the hardest time picking which contestant I was going to give it to because it was the ugliest cabin probably that I've ever seen in my life, but it was also the best opportunity for transformation. So for whatever reason, when I was looking at all the contestants, I decided that Nathan was going to be the best person for this cabin. So we go to show them their cabin, and I'm thinking, oh man, I hope they don't hate me because this thing is seriously, it looks like a place where you'd go maybe to get murdered or something. It was just the grossest, ugliest looking cabin I've ever seen, and this is how they reacted to it.
Oh, cute! Oh!
That is really cool.
Oh, it is so cute!
And then something special happened that we did not expect. Somehow, for some special reason, God led the DeMellos to this cabin.
We're leaving. We're about to pull off, and Teresa goes, "Stop! Wait! It says Jake was here on the window." I'm like, no way. So I get out. We run over there, and it says Jake was here, written on the window of our cabin. You know, the one with the loft, right? So Jacob is my child that has a autoinflammatory disease, but he has been sick ever since he was 1 month old, right?
Yeah. Doctor's appointment specialist for the last, he's 11 now. So it's been 11 years of a lot of just unknown, and it's hard. Anyone that, you know, deals with medical things with a loved one or children, I mean, it's tough.
You're so precious, Jacob. Oh, I love you. You're so precious.
So he's had a really hard life.
And that reminded me like of a time we stayed in a cabin a few years ago. Yeah. Frozen in time. You're gonna sleep up there? First house I built, I'm gonna make you a loft.
Like this?
Yeah, just like that.
I love it up here.
Actually, you know what? When we build a cabin in the woods, I'm gonna make you a loft like that. here we are, you know, a few years later, similar sized cabin. It's got a loft, and Jacob was super excited to see that his name was written on the side of the building. He actually loved that the building was green too. That's his favorite color.
Yeah. This all came full circle. It was just like, I don't know, it was a really cool moment. Like, because he's like, oh, should we be doing this? Should we not be doing this? Is this right for our family? And I was like, we're doing this. Like, this was meant to be, you know, this is where it made, you know, it kind of gave us confirmation. Like, this is where God wanted us to be at this moment.
Sometimes God gives us a sign that we're on the right track and we've heard him loud and clear. Ryan, are you crying?
No, you probably are.
Now that they've had a chance to see their cabin, let's see what their plan is and what they're gonna do to flip it in only 30 days.
And only a $20,000 budget.
All right, Jen, you've gotten over the initial shock of this place.
Yes.
Well, tell us about your vision.
Get your Cabin Wars hat now at cabinwarstv.com. Limited stock, shop today.
Ready for a family adventure? Welcome to Adventures RV Resort. Dive into fun with our lazy river, water slides, and 77 luxury cabins from the TV show Cabin Wars. Park your RV under the trees with full 50-amp hookups. Play mini golf or check out our amazing arcade. Plus, enjoy hay rides, live music, and more every weekend. Book your stay today at Adventures RV Resort. Fun for everyone, all year long.
Well, tell us about your vision.
Okay, so because I'm one of the lucky people to get this beautiful lake view, we're gonna go ahead and really just make this a huge focus point of the whole cabin. We're gonna do the entire wall and sliding glass doors. Ooh. We're getting 2 custom-made windows to go up here. Not that open, but just, yeah, so it's just gonna be all glass.
Okay.
And then a lot of light. A deck, even to make it appear that it's going a little bit over the water. Okay.
So you'll be able to wake up with your coffee and a sunrise?
Yeah.
Love it.
Love that.
Yeah, yeah. So because we're gonna have all that light there, we're getting rid of these windows. And this is gonna be, this living space here is gonna be a really comfortable, cozy living room.
Yeah.
We're gonna focus on just making this a place to read and just hang out and play games, and this is gonna be the family area. Bigger. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of those stairs, and we're gonna do a pull-out, you know, the sliding ladder. Yeah.
Library ladder? Okay.
Yes.
Rollers.
We're gonna, go up in the bathroom.
Okay.
And go up in the kitchen, so it's gonna be lofted like this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice. You're really gonna feel.
That's gonna look amazing.
We're just trying to open it up. I think a lot of people do the white, and we're not going light. We're going dark. And they say to not do dark in small spaces, but I'm gonna go dark.
We're gonna see if you can pull it off.
Yeah.
We'll see
I
how
love
you
that
pull it
about
off.
you. You're bold, you're fearless,
We're
and
gonna
you're
go
ready
dark.
to bring color.
Yes. I want them to feel like they're not at home. Warm, inviting, cozy. You know, I don't want it to be the white walls.
Well, start stretching your hammies for the demo.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, girl.
Let's do this.
Mikey and the twins, you guys have got to see your ugly baby. You've got over that initial baby's out, nothing you could do about it, and now you just have to love the thing. So what's the vision?
We do love it. And in the spirit of the adventure park, we're gonna be doing some adventure decorating.
So Kate came up with this great idea to incorporate brick. And that worked out well. And so now we've got an idea how we want to lay out our floor in brick and carry it on into the bathroom. And here's the kicker, we're doing the whole bathroom shower in brick.
Like standing in a big chimney.
Yeah. Tell them about what you want to do with the sleeping arrangement.
Well, I was thinking for sleeping arrangements, we've got planned a little cubby here that's gonna have 2 bunk beds, and we're gonna frame it all out in rustic weathered wood. So it's kind of have this rustic look to it, but the really cool factor is we're gonna have hidden LED lights up above on each level so the kids can turn on the lights and have whatever color they want and place to sleep.
So our overall vision really is to create a gathering place that people don't want to leave, that they want to stay and have conversation. It's like a place like you would savor fine wine, right? You just savor it and you just don't want to leave. So we're gonna have intimate spaces where you can gather, but also places where you can get away.
Well, let's check out the boulders outside.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so what are we gonna do out here?
Man.
Support your favorite team. Grab your Cabin Wars shirts and merch at cabinwarstv.com. Dreaming of the perfect vacation spot that can also earn you passive income? Check out Adventures RV Resort, where you can own your very own cabin or RV spot, just like you see in Cabin Wars. Whether it's for personal vacations or passive rental income, these spots will go fast. And if you're first on the list, you can lock in a lower price before it goes on the market in the spring. Visit cabinwarstv.com/vacation rentals to secure your spot on the VIP list. Don't wait to own your own dream getaway. Go to the website and stake your spot today.
Ready for a family adventure? Welcome to Adventures RV Resort. Dive into fun with our lazy river, water slides, and 77 luxury cabins from the TV show Cabin Wars. Park your RV under the trees with full 50-amp hookups. Play mini golf or check out our amazing arcade. Plus, enjoy hay rides, live music, and more every weekend. Book your stay today at Adventures RV Resort. Fun for everyone, all year long.
All right, when we first walked out, the biggest thing was space. We need a screened-in porch. And
Sleeping porch, right?
So when we're talking, we're like, okay, we could screen in this porch, knee wall, we can tie in the roof, we can make it look all a part of the same cabin. You came in with...
Can you picture it? A swinging bed in the porch so that kids can curl up with their parents and read books but it's going to be another place for a sleeping porch. We've actually figured out how to get 8 to 10 people to sleep in this tiny cabin.
Dad can take a nap.
So here you are, you're in your closed-in sunroom, and the kids are fishing on your deck right outside. You got a little fishing pier right off into the pond, right off your back porch.
We are adding to ours a scavenger hunt. Wow. So for years later, you'll be able to say that you solved the scavenger hunt.
The scavenger hunt starts
at the boulder.
and finishes
at the boulder.
That's
I love it.
the most amazing thing I've ever heard.
That's awesome. You guys really pictured this with family in mind and with the experience in mind. I think it's going to be fantastic.
We're excited.
Let's get started.
Can't wait to go on the scavenger hunt.
All right, Nathan. So you've seen your cabin, you just got it yesterday. Now you came up with some plans and ideas. Can you share them with us now?
It is a little bit smaller than we were expecting, but we're excited about it, ready to do some cool things. I am super excited about this outdoor space. One thing, this thing is super secluded. There's not many cabins around us. So what I first immediately thought was, I used to go to my grandpa's cabin when I was a kid all the time in the mountains. And the cool thing about that cabin is we stay in the cabin and everything happens there. Like we don't have to go anywhere, and that's kind of my vision. I want this to be, though there's other things to do in the park, you could stay at this spot the whole time, right? And then I'm coming off of this house with a big porch, and on that porch we're gonna put a kitchen, little grill area, maybe a little seating area with a TV up there, but you're gonna be able to do anything you wanna do at the camp spot with your family, the kids. And then to top it all off, we're gonna have a little bit of a trail into the woods with a fire pit out there, so you can go hang out in the fire pit. Exactly.
Let's go inside and tell us about that.
All right, so you actually have one of the greatest transformation potentials here. This is probably one of the ugliest, maybe the ugliest cabins here.
See that?
Oh, great.
See that? So I'm dying to know what are you gonna do to make this thing pop?
Oh gosh, we're gonna do a lot. We gotta do a lot. First of all, we're gonna gut this down to the studs. We're gonna try and get a big picture window here. So it'll just be one big window looking out. Okay, so we're moving the door over to the center of the cabin. I'm putting a big French door that's gonna open up onto my big 12-foot porch. This cabin doesn't have a bedroom, so we're gonna add a bedroom because that's something I want if I'm and with my kids, I want my own private bedroom, right? The bathroom entrance will be in there, so it'll be a pocket door to get into the bathroom. It's gonna be enough space to sleep and change, and that's about it.
All you need.
Yeah, that's all we need, right?
More than what you got here.
That's right. When you walk into the house, you're gonna see, or walk into the cabin, you're gonna see the island. I'm gonna put an island right in the middle. We're not gonna have a table per se, but you're gonna be able to sit around the island, and it's just gonna be a big open space, right? So
Taking out the stairs, and actually we're gonna push back the loft to make it a little bit smaller, and that means this will be open. Then we're putting kitchen.
Wow.
So.
So the loft will be just above the bedroom and the bathroom, right? With the ladder getting up. We're gonna go with a wood look on the floors. And then we're possibly gonna do some shiplap, something like that. If it's within the budget there, we're trying to figure that part out. What I wanna do is put like an electric fireplace in, right here with the couch across from it.
You're definitely doing something unique. It's gonna be cool to see the final product.
You got this.
At this point, all the contestants have seen their cabins, but they haven't seen each other yet. So we invited them out to dinner so they could face off and kind of get to know each other a little bit.
They were all really polite to each other, but once they got to know each other and see what they were up against, they're starting to get a little nervous.
Don't want to wait? Binge Cabin Wars now on Amazon Prime.
Support your favorite team. Grab your Cabin Wars shirts and merch at cabinwarstv.com. Dreaming of the perfect vacation spot that can also earn you passive income? Check out Adventures RV Resort, where you can own your very own cabin or RV spot, just like you see in Cabin Wars. Whether it's for personal vacations or passive rental income, these spots will go fast. And if you're first on the list, you can lock in a lower price before it goes on the market in the spring. Visit cabinwarstv.com/vacation rentals to secure your spot on the VIP list. Don't wait to own your own dream getaway. Go to the website and stake your spot today.
So first of all, I got to see everyone's plans for today, and I'm absolutely blown away. I have no idea who the audience is gonna pick as a winner. I have to ask you guys, you've got a chance to sit down with each other. What do you think is the biggest threat from each of your competitors?
I can answer that.
Okay.
So people just naturally buy from people they like, right? And so if you're likable, people want to vote for you. And honestly, you guys are so likable.
We're gonna vote for you guys.
Really hard.
We like you. You're already winners.
It's gonna be tough.
I have to say, before I met you guys, I'm like, we have got this. Like, I feel sorry for anybody that doesn't have my team. and then the longer I've hung out with you guys, I feel like it's pretty fair.
I can honestly say that I would be happy if Nathan won. I would be actually happy if you all won. I want to win, but I would feel just as happy if any of my teammates won. I can honestly say that.
Okay, you're not teammates.
You're competitive.
Yeah. Okay. Pillow talk tonight, dear. They're not your team. They're your enemy.
I know. I love the energy that y'all bring together as just siblings. I have a lot of siblings, so that's awesome. Jennifer, I just like the design you put into it. That's the stuff I don't know.
What about your competitors? Maybe they don't know about you yet, that they should know about you before going into this competition.
The dynamic duo here is an incredible threat, if anybody. I mean, they're just so darn good together. I just feel honored to be on their team.
Jenn's secret weapon is that she's really, really, I'm gonna say humble, that's not quite the right word, but like she has no ego. I think that's actually like our little secret weapon.
All right. That's powerful.
I don't sleep at night, so this is really like 60 days for me. I put everything I have into my projects. I don't leave it on the table, so that's who I am. I love construction. I love changing things. I love making things new. I love carpentry, so I'm gonna bring some carpentry. I'm ready to bring it, you know?
Cheers to you guys and to your season.
Cheers. Tonight was so fun, but tomorrow, demo day.
We know this is a TV show, but those 30 days are real, and the stress to get it done in that amount of time is going to be real as well. So the hard work begins tomorrow. Everybody's having a fun time tonight, but tomorrow's going to be a different story. Next, on demo day, will the pressure be too much for them to handle?
And how will contestants respond when unexpected challenges come their way?
Oh no. Son of a gun.
Find out next on Cabin Wars.
But tomorrow, demo day.
Demo day.
Is that what I look like?
Tomorrow, demo day.
Can you guys hear me good? Perfect.
Yes.
So thank you guys so much for watching, and we figured we'd just take some time and ask some questions to the contestants about their time here. So.
Wait, what a treat that we have all of our guys
I know.
here with us.
I know. I miss
It's
everybody.
Such a treat. It's such a treat.
We miss you guys. I know.
And Nathan,
John, we really are teammates.
Yeah.
You really are, Dan. You really are. I didn't
Yeah.
mean all that.
There he is.
So look, we'll ask a couple questions, and we see that there's a bunch of questions that people want to know. But first of all, Nathan, how's my boy Jacob doing?
There he is.
I see Jacob right there. Can you hear me, Nathan? He's trying to unmute himself right now. All right, we'll go to Jenn real quick, and we'll come back to you, Nathan.
Okay, Schroeders.
What's up, guys?
Hi. Okay, so Jenn, we all
Yes.
want to know, I think the viewers want to know.
Okay.
That was quite funny when you were sitting around at the Southern having your little powwow after, and you were so excited and so happy that you would be happy with anyone winning. And you even referred to everyone as your teammates, your little
I
partners,
did.
your buddies.
I
and your
did.
husband reminded you, babe, they're not your teammates. So give us a little glimpse into the Schroeder world and your journey over those 30 days in Cabin Wars. Was it really a war, or did you still have that feeling and that vibe of the friendship and the teammate kind of?
Yes, I did. And it was more of an internal war. And I wasn't really warring with them. But when I applied or filled out an application to be on the show, and I told John, I think this is going pretty far with me on the show. I mean, he thought, oh, that'll be fun. Like, you'll have go do that. It'll be cute. Yeah, go do that. And then after I came back from one of the first meetings and there were subcontractors involved, another cruise, and I let him know that, he was like, wait a minute. I think this is a little more serious than I thought it was. So he got involved. But, it was great. I mean, I got to see Mikey and the twins every morning. I looked forward to it. Got to know Dan and Kate and Mikey, and Nate was all the way on the other side of the
But we saw him busting water pipes
Yes,
and things,
we
so we
did.
felt more connected to him too.
Yeah.
You saw those geysers come up from all the way on the other side of the park.
Yeah.
Reports swirled around real quickly.
Yeah. But yeah, we yes, I still consider them teammates, and actually now after 30 days, and gosh, it's been a while, friends. So yeah, I miss them all.
That's awesome. So it's been friendly competition. It hasn't been, yeah. Mikey didn't make you too mad at any point in time.
No.
Somebody's saw might not have worked properly once or twice, but I don't know anything about that.
No.
That's awesome. Well, Nathan, have you figured out how to get your audio working? Is that?
Yeah,
Are you able to get? You're still muted, by the way. You just got to hit unmute.
Yes, I did.
There.
Perfect. So funny story. I saw your son Jacob at the park, and you were always wearing the Cabin Wars hats, and and I was wearing a Cabin Wars hat as well, and I was rolling up. I think it was 4th of July. You were out at the park again, or sometime around there.
It was still a couple. Yeah.
And I saw your son, and he goes, hey, my dad has that hat. I was like, yeah, I know. I was like, I also have that hat. And he goes, you stole it from him?
You took his
That's
dad's
funny. I
hat,
didn't know
Ryan.
that.
So look, in the episode we see that, and it really was like a a pickle for me. I was like, man, this is actually like the ugliest thing in the park. And I specifically remember off camera, after you had saw your cabin, you were driving away and you're like, Ryan, you gave me a turd.
I wasn't wrong.
But yeah, it was, and it was a hard decision of like how to figure out who to give what cabin to, and
right.
You ended up seeing the Jake was here. Someone on a dusty window, some rando wrote Jake was here. I guess I'm just curious, like, we saw a little bit of it in the episode, but how did you guys connect that with, like, how did you, like, was it immediate as soon as you saw it on the window, or were you like, wait a minute, this could be something that's providential?
Well, we do call Jacob Jake, so it was kind of the first time we saw it. It was very, it was surprising, but it didn't, there was no touchy feelings about it, and really, I think what happened was I was looking back at old videos for that cabin we stayed in, because it was a small cabin, it had a loft, and in that video I was like, oh yeah, I remember that, how it was set up. I was trying to get ideas, and that's when I say in the video, hey Jake, I'm gonna build you a cabin in the woods, and I was just like, no way. Like it was literally that was the moment, I guess, that, and I was like, I'm getting goosebumps right now. So, well, Jacob's right there. So, say hi, Jake. So that was part of it. Just that little thing, and there were just things along the way that, 2 weeks in, it was a hard time. We were slugging away every day, 15-hour days, and it just reminded me of Jacob and this journey he's been on, and that's how kind of we landed on that name, Jacob's Journey, for the cabin, because it was a long, grueling process, and thankfully there was an end to that. But Jacob's journey continues. He's always still in and out of doctors, and so I hope that that was one of the hopes of naming it. That was people kind of think about maybe his story and what's behind that.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. So during this whole journey, and you call it Jacob's journey, during this whole journey, like, I totally underestimated, I think a lot of people underestimated how hard it would be. Like, to me, I'm like, it's a small cabin, 30 days, you should be able to do it. The budget is good. I'm not the one swinging the hammers here.
I'll do it for y'all.
Thank you. That'd be great.
But as we're watching back, like, the post production, everything, and even going through, like, just like popping in, like, hey, how's it going? And everybody's wearing it on their shoulders. It was tough. It was a really tough thing for you guys to do. So how much did that idea of this being providential play into your motivation throughout the season, like when times got tough?
You can't turn around, you're not going to stop. And it's the same
and
thing.
And if
in
you
life,
do, we got it all on film, so.
Right. So it was just like, we got to get this done. It was you buckle up your belt and move forward. You got to do things that are hard sometimes. And it's like, with coal under tremendous pressure makes diamonds, right? So, sometimes you got to go through that hard part in life to get to the other side. That's a beautiful diamond.
Well, look, man.
I think what we saw too is that we weren't alone. And you can go through hard things if you were with people that you like. And as we got to know the production crew and our teammates, competitors, it was kind of like misery loves company.
I ran into Nathan at Home Depot, like maybe 2 or 3 weeks in, he was checking out as I was walking in, and I saw him, and I went up and I gave him a hug, and I'm like, dude, how are we gonna get through this?
That was my favorite part of the entire season, Dan. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of a shared misery.
Well, look, everybody's got like some really great qualities, and it's such a beautiful journey to watch that transformational process that you guys both do with the cabin and with your own selves and your team. And one of the things that stands out is that perseverance that you had, Nathan, even when times were tough, and that inspiration that you took from your son, who has persevered in his own little way, even when times were tough. And I think that's a beautiful message for a lot of people, and it's truly inspiring to watch that. And wait till you guys see, breaking through the fourth wall. Wait till you guys see future episodes of how you see that perseverance pan out. So thank you so much for that. But speaking of personal virtues and attributes, Mikey and the twins, you guys were always so excited. In fact, when we were in post-production, we're like, when Dan freaks out, it's got to be like a commercial break. It's got to be like he freaks out and you don't know what he's freaking out about, and then it's commercial break, because you got to have that suspense going, And so you guys were so
Dan, the natural
grateful and joyful and enthusiastic during this whole process. I guess the question is, it does get tough. Like we were talking before, like there's some serious sleep deprivation that's going on. There's illness that befalls, certain people. Did you guys have a breaking point where it wasn't joyful anymore? And if you didn't, what made you so strong?
Day 2. On day 2, that was it for me.
That was yours.
We started strong that first day and petered out almost immediately after the next day.
I fell hard and fast, and man, that was over.
But you had your twin, you had your other half, and you had your big brother.
Good support team.
I have to say, there were times when I would fall asleep, and that scene of looking actually at you, Danielle, so shocked by Danny's enthusiasm, I would just giggle myself to sleep, because I just would play that deck scene over in my mind.
It was a great idea. It was a great idea. I was so excited about it.
Just ask us the question, we can't wait to answer it.
Y'all were like a bottle rocket, like ready to explode. And we were both like, what's about to happen? Okay.
So tell us about the sibling dynamic. Was what working together what you expected?
I'd say it was even better. Absolutely. We really have been, since high school, I really haven't been around Danny and Kate, hardly. Once I left to go to college, that was it. So for having this opportunity to get to work with him, it was special, definitely special.
And did you guys feel the same way?
Yeah. I later told someone, you have your top 10 moments in life, and as you get older, you kind of switch things around, and you got your wedding and your babies. But Cabin Wars was a very special, unique time, and I was very grateful for that gift, and I wasn't expecting that. So thanks for choosing us.
Personally, I didn't want to do it. I was against the whole thing from day one. Mike talked me into it, and I said, I am not doing it unless Kate gets involved. And so it became, that was the point where we jumped in, and it is a shared memory that we have that I'll never forget. It was really a treasure and a very happy time. Sometimes you work through pain and misery, but you come out the other side of it, and you're grateful that you went through it, and that was a special time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's amazing. So,
however, I think we all three said at the end, "Would we ever do this again?" And we all were like, "Don't ask that question right now."
Yeah. You know what's
It took
funny
its toll.
is the director asked all three of you that question before the winner was revealed, and all three of you said, "Would I do this again?" Don't ask me that right now.
That was a hard pause.
That was a hard.
All three teams, yeah.
All three
Yeah,
teams
I
said
mean-
the same thing. Don't ask me that right
Look, the budget and the time was really challenging. That was, and we had a, not only did we have the three of us, but we had our three siblings as help. My heart still goes out to John. I'm like, John and Jennifer worked so hard next to us, and it was just like the two of them just trudged through it day in and day out. Like, it was amazing to watch. It was, if everyone put
We We
everything.
haven't
that they
done
had into it.
anything since.
We've been sitting around since.
Yeah.
We've been in therapy, actually.
Yes, but you're still married.
Yeah, that's a real plus.
Well, look, last question for all of you guys. We'll start with Jen, go to Nathan, and end with Mikey and the twins. You know, what is? I mean, share with the people that are watching. What is one thing that you could say when you went into this, you weren't expecting X to happen? What would that one thing be?
Ryan, I wasn't expecting to be on it. That's. So I wasn't expecting to work.
Boy, were you misled.
So I'll let her take it from there. That's my vantage point.
Yeah.
So with that,
Yeah. Yeah, I was. Yeah, like
I thought she was gonna hang some wallpaper in the cabin.
Yeah, it was a little bit more work than he thought. Yeah, that I signed up for. But what was the question? Is there, what? Go ahead. Ask me.
What's one thing that you didn't expect that you got out of the whole experience?
I mean, you get to spend time with me.
I got to spend time.
That was like a honeymoon, right?
Oh yeah, it was magical. I would think, sometimes you doubt yourself a little bit, and I do that probably more than I should. And I think that Cabin Wars was a testament to how good we work together. And sometimes you need to be reminded of that because, the day-to-day stuff gets in the way. And I don't know, we're a pretty good team. We're a pretty good team. So it's probably been the best 30 days of our marriage.
Doesn't say a lot, guys.
I love it. That does say a lot. That
Thank you,
journey
Ryan.
is-
Yeah.
Hey, you're welcome. Whatever I can do to help your marriage,
I'll
just-
come work for you anytime, Ryan. I'll just free labor.
Well, what about you, Nathan?
So I'd have to say the friendships, not only with these guys that I competed against, but my crew, Matt West and Tad Newell, Christopher Amsball, my dad. Like, when you're at war, so to speak, Cabin Wars, with the same guys for 30 days in one place, it's like you bond over things. And I really hadn't felt that kind of friendship with someone since I played football in high school, So there was just a camaraderie, and not only with just my crew, but just everybody that was doing a cabin, not only this season, but the other seasons. So just the people, I just love it, man. South Louisiana people down here and making friends with everybody,
The viewers haven't really seen too much of Matt and Tad yet, but I
Yeah.
call them Timon and Pumbaa. They are freaking rock stars, and you guys are going to see them in the future. They're pretty cool. They make it entertaining.
Yeah.
They make
Right.
it entertaining. Well, that's
Great
great,
guy.
man. Well, Mikey and the twins, what about you guys?
I don't know about Danny and Mikey, but one of the things we did the 30 days was we all started the day with the devotion and reading scripture and having a cup of coffee and the things that we shared and bonded as a family. That was pretty special. So I wasn't expecting to miss that as much as when I came back and it was just me and my cup of coffee again and scripture. So I wasn't expecting that. And then I wasn't expecting this cough that I've had since January. Thank you, New Orleans. I'm still trying to figure out what's wrong with me. So that was an unexpected thing. So
Okay.
Every evening we would we started off the days with devotionals, which was with the whole family around the table. But every evening, my wife and Mike's wife, Joan, they cooked meals for us and they kind of nursed us back into the health. And after our meals, we would have high lows. So we would talk about the real high of the day and the real low of the day. And it really gave us a chance as a family, you know, with our kids and with each other, to really discuss the highs and lows of the day. But throughout the month, we grew very close. I mean, we've always been close, but it was a special time. And I really am grateful for having those 30 days, and that's a commitment that not many people can make, especially when you're raising families like Nathan and Jenn and John. Like it's a real commitment that is required by all, and I wasn't expecting that. But at the end of the day, it was also the best thing that we had to come back to. It's such a cherished memory.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, go ahead, Mike.
No, I was just going to comment on that. I wasn't expecting actually the special memories that we were able to get. You know, being able to work with our kids. I got to get to know Jack and Jaden at a whole different level, as well as, you know, really get to know Dan and Deb. I don't people realize how hard this project was. I always tell everybody I never worked so hard for so long for so little. I mean,
well said.
Yes.
But it was a memory that I will cherish, definitely.
Well, the inspiration that you gave me personally was worth it for me. You know, so I don't know if that means anything to anybody else, but I mean it was so inspirational watching all of you guys and everybody's individual dynamics. And I think that for those of you watching, when you see the episodes and you get to know these characters more, you'll fall in love with all of them. And when the time comes for you to vote, you're going to have the hardest time you've ever had in your life voting. Like, you know, when you watch CNN and you see the undecided voters, you're like, they're not undecided. Like, you will truly be an undecided voter at the end of this episode. So thank you guys so much for everything, and for the inspiration, and for the character, and for the drive, and for the entertainment that you've given all of us. And we look forward to seeing you next week and in future episodes.
All right.
Thanks,
Here's
guys.
episode 2.
Guys,
Yes.
make sure to tune in to Cabin Wars next week is demo day. You know, demo day. Demo Day McGee over here. Why don't you say it for everybody?
No, I think you said it enough. I can't believe it was on a repeat, slow-mo and black and white pause frame.
Anyways, it's gonna be exciting, guys. So make sure you tune in next week. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and if you want some of the cool hats that Jacob thought I stole from his dad, then check out cabinwarstv.com, and we'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys so much.